From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Tonight, from the plows to the picket lines, today marked day one of the St. Louis County plow drivers strike. Teamsters Local 320 union members gathered all across the Northland with picket signs starting at 6 o'clock this morning, including at a public works building in Pike Lake.
The 160 union members say they're prepared to keep striking until the county meets their demands for better wages, benefits, and health insurance. But they say they hope things get resolved soon.
We'd all rather be working and taking care of our jobs, taking care of our community, and to keep everybody and everybody safe and happy for the rest of the winter here.
This is, we don't take this lightly. We want this to be over with. We want to be able to get the roads plowed. We want to get everything resolved. This is not what we want to do.
In the meantime, county officials have staffed the plows with Public Works Department supervisors and other employees licensed to drive the vehicles. Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. We're bringing you full team coverage tonight to get you all the latest information as the plow driver strike continues and the snow stays in the forecast.
We'll start things off with CBS 3's Jenna Wells, who is live outside of the Eveleth area right now, where the plow strike is causing concerns for rural areas of the county. Jenna, what are officials up there saying?
Well, Kristen and Tony, cities like Eveleth and Virginia are surrounded by county roads. That would be St. Louis County plow drivers' responsibility to take care of when it snows. But obviously, now that they're on strike, those roads may not be cleared. That's like this one right here. I'm right outside of County Road 7, off of County Road 101, just outside of Eveleth. And the conditions are not great. There's quite a lot of snow on the roads and quite a lot of traffic going through this road. So it could pose some problems. Now, officials from cities on the range shared their thoughts with me about how this strike could affect their area. Mayor of Virginia, Larry Coffey, told me that not having certain rural routes in Virginia cleared could create a problem for emergency services.
If the county roads aren't plowed, we're not going to be able to get there. So it's a life safety issue for the community as well.
Coffey says there are only a couple roads in Virginia that are county responsibility. That's Hoover Road and portions of Old Highway 53. He said the city of Virginia plow drivers are all hands on deck for the routes that they are responsible for. Now, I also spoke with the mayor of Eveleth this afternoon. We'll hear his thoughts tonight at 10 and thoughts from residents around the Iron Range about this plow strike.
Yeah, Jenna, a lot of folks having a lot of concerns about those county roads getting plowed with all this snow coming. Thanks, Jenna.
St. Louis County officials say their snow plowing contingency plan appears to be working. The county's communication manager says they do have supervisors from the Public Works Department and other departments that are licensed and qualified to operate the plows. While the workforce is much smaller, totaling about 35 people, officials say the snow removal has gone well so far today.
All reports are so far so good. Obviously, this is a pretty manageable snowfall. We've got our eyes to the weekend, and we do have a few additional staff that we can call in at that point.
County officials say while their backup plan has been effective, it is a little bit slower than normal.
All right, let's check in with Dave now. Dave, obviously something complicating this even more is that we are seeing quite a bit of snow, and we'll be continuing to see that, right?
Well, the bigger chance for snow does come for the weekend. What we got today was perhaps half of what I expected, frankly, last night. To some folks, it's good news I'm wrong. To others, well, that's par for the course. But bottom line is, many towns came up with about 3 inches today. The max of the range we were expecting was up around 6. But just a little or a lot, that's knocked the roadways down. North of Duluth, scattered slippery spots around the Iron Ranges and up the North Shore. Here at the head of the lakes and further south and off to the east, well, the roads are a little bit snowier as the snow is a little bit thicker there, so do drive cautiously. Firing up the forecast for tomorrow, though our day planner says Thursday is going to be completely different. A lot sunnier and a lot colder tomorrow morning, 10 below here in the Twin Ports. Could be 20 below further inland. We might warm up to 0 or 1 above in the afternoon. All of this with a clear to partly cloudy sky. Wind chill advisory tonight, it's going to be that cold and that windy, but by Friday already we get warmer, we get cloudier, and we get snowier again. We'll talk about total estimates for the Friday-Saturday system coming up in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Well, a big concern with all this snow and the plow driver strike is that it could take longer for the county to clear the 3,000 miles of roads that they're responsible for plowing, and that could be bad news in case of an emergency. CBS 3's John Cardinelli joins us live from Pike Lake, where Teamsters were picketing today. John, you heard from first responders tonight. What are they saying they're worried about with this?
Tony, that's right. Earlier today, the picketers were here at the St. Louis County building picketing, and we are just off of a county road right now. We are off of Midway Road. I want to show you the road conditions right now. As you can see, there is plenty of snow on the roads. Some first responders, like the Proctor Fire Department, say they have a plan in place for navigating unplowed roads if it comes down to that. The Proctor Fire Department has created a contingency plan with the Midway Township should there be a major emergency. That plan calls for private operators to help lead emergency vehicles to where they would need to go. Midway Township is a 21 square mile area just outside of Proctor. It includes Midway Road, Becks Road, North Cloquet Road, Lindell Road, and Ugstad Road. Kerry Helquist, chief of the Proctor Fire Department, says on day one of the strike, his department didn't see any direct impacts.
Well, at this point, you know, there's not much snow, so right now we're pretty good until we'll see what happens later on, obviously.
Well, at this time, the department feels there are no concerns. Should there be a major storm like the one we had right after Thanksgiving, problems could arise. Helquist also wanted to add that there should be no problem serving the city of Proctor, as most of the roads in the city are city roads. He hopes that the Teamsters and the county can create some sort of resolution soon.
All right, thanks, John. Let's head out now to get a live look at the roads and what emergency crews could be battling when responding on roads that have not been plowed. CBS 3's Alex Libby joins us in our live I-3 truck. Alex, what can you tell us about current road conditions?
News right now. Okay, so current road conditions right now, we're on Haynes Road, and you can see that there is a lot of black pavement where the tire marks are for the cars. And the snow did stop falling at around 5:30 today, and I'll switch it back so you can see the actual road conditions. The snow did stop falling around 5:30, but it is still kind of windy out there. I heard that there is a wind chill advisory out tonight, so the wind is blowing this light, fluffy snow. The light, fluffy snow around on the roads this evening, and that is causing the roads to be snow covered to continue. So basically, if you're out tonight, take it slow. Make sure you're staying where the pavement is black, staying out of the middle in the shoulder where the snow is right now. And road crews are doing their best to keep it up. I did see a city plow driver on this road earlier today, so I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Alex. Meanwhile, the county has set up a website sharing plowing information during the strike. On it, they lay out information about how they prioritize which roads get plowed first and how much and much more. We posted a link on our website, CBS3Duluth.com.
County spokespeople say one of the biggest sticking points in the final contract offer was the sick leave accrual cap. Right now, county employees hired since 2013 can earn up to 1,150 hours of sick leave, which can be converted to a health savings account when they retire. But the union wanted a max of 1,500 hours. County officials rejected that, saying it's too expensive. They estimate it would cost $1.5 million for the Teamsters alone. County spokespeople say that figure could rise as high as $18.5 million if other unions made similar demands. Meanwhile, U.S. presidential candidate Bernie Sanders shared his support for the union plow drivers on Twitter today. The Democrat wrote, quote, "Snow plow drivers do important, difficult, and dangerous work, leaving their families day and night in order to keep our roads safe. The members of Teamsters Local 320 in Duluth are fighting for benefits they deserve, and I stand with them."
When the flakes start flying, crews start their engines to keep the runway clear at Duluth International Airport. Supervisors say it takes a big effort to keep the runway clear 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They work 12-hour shifts running up to 6 pieces of equipment. It's not so hard when the snow is dry, but wet, heavy snow or ice is a challenge because they cannot use salt. They also have to make sure all the snow is moved off the concrete.
We can't have that next to a runway where an airplane could clip a wingtip on those snowbanks. So we have to move that snow to the edge of the runway and then move it a couple hundred feet off the edge of the runway. That's a tremendous amount of snow to move.
They plow more than 20,000 feet of runway continuously when the snow falls.
A Tower Elementary School is closed for the rest of the week after 75% of its students got the flu. For some perspective, there are 78 students at Tower Sedan Elementary. 59 of those kids and 4 staff members were absent today. They've canceled class at the K-6 school through Friday. They're treating the 2 days off as snow days. School officials hope the time off will allow the students and the staff to recover.
We now know the name of the woman who died in an Eveleth house fire. Police say Bonnie Mae Finney was inside the home when the fire started. The 77-year-old called 911 but was not able to get out. The fire started around 11 o'clock Tuesday morning. It destroyed the home on the 700 block of North Court. The cause is still under investigation.
A Duluth man is behind bars after authorities seized a large amount of fentanyl and thousands of dollars in cash during a drug bust. Duluth police and drug investigators searched a home on the 700 block of East 2nd Street today. They found 92 grams of fentanyl, about $6,000, and 2 loaded guns. Officers arrested a 30-year-old. They've been booked into the St. Louis County Jail and charges are pending. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a big project in Duluth gets the support of the governor. Why we could see millions headed our way.
Today's high temp was 6 degrees cooler than normal. That's a sign of a big cold front and an Arctic push that'll send us well below normal for Thursday. And then we warm up again as soon as Friday, which means a chance for snow, decent snows to boot, all the way through Saturday. We'll tell the tale coming up after our break.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by Spirit Mountain.
Schneiderman's helps you celebrate life's special moments. So long, kids' table. Save 22% plus additional savings with in-store bonus coupons during the winter sale at Schneiderman's Furniture.
Now for a limited time, lease an F-150 for just $279 a month or get over $10,500 in total savings. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Thursday on CBS 3 this morning, St. Louis County Union plow drivers have officially walked off the job. We'll have a full recap.
And it's going to be a cold and sunny day on Thursday, and then we're looking at that winter storm for the weekend. I'll have details on that.
Wake up with us at 5 a.m.
My 95.7 is the Northland's best variety all day. From Ed Sheeran and Maroon 5 to Lady Gaga and Bryan Adams. Always family and office friendly. My 95.7, your life, your music.
I guarantee you, if your home just burned to the ground or you had a major accident, your first thing you got to think about, it's not going to be, I just saved $500 on my auto and home insurance today. It's going to be, am I covered? At Vernon Insurance Agency, our first, second, and third goal is that you understand your coverage, there's no gaps in coverage, and your claims are covered when you have them. Call Vernon Insurance Agency today, 218-384-3970.
What is the 2020 census? Every 10 years, the census records everyone living in this country. It's written in the Constitution and comes in a questionnaire that counts everyone who lives at your address on April 1st. The data can be used to inform funding for services like fire stations, schools, clinics, and representation that affect your community. Shape your future. Start here. Visit 2020census.gov.
Schneiderman's helps you celebrate life's peaceful moments. 8 hours at a time. Buy a box spring and get a power base upgrade with any Beauty Rest Black mattress during the Mattress Marathon at Schneiderman Sleep.
I'm here to check out one of our clubs. Now we're going to do a different technique, kind of a massage. If I push really hard, she's going to start making some noises.
What's your training for this?
Through expert something online.
How are we allowing this to happen?
New Undercover Boss, tonight at 8/7 Central on CBS.
I quit. What are you doing?
Come on, Street, you don't mean this, man.
Stop!
Let him go!
A new SWAT, tonight at 10/9 Central on CBS.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, today's snow is already starting to wrap up, and it brought about half of what I was thinking, around 3 inches for a lot of towns. Still slippery enough, though, for keeping things cautious as far as traveling goes here tonight. But now that the snow is going, the cold is coming, Arctic high pressure is taking over and is kicking up the winds and dropping the actual temperatures. And so now just about everybody in the region tonight through tomorrow morning faces a wind chill advisory. If actual air temps away from the lake go towards 20 below, put in the winds going 20 miles an hour, and it'll feel more than 30 below, and remove the heat from your skin at that rate. That's what the wind chill factor does, and so you have to drive cautiously and bundle up, the double whammy here tonight. Well, before we talk about the bigger snow chance coming our way for the weekend, we'll take a look at the current conditions. At 7 above right now, 77% for the relative humidity. Northwest winds going 14 miles per hour, may go towards 20, and hence the wind chill advisory. And air pressure, of course, going up thanks to the Arctic high, right now 1,026 millibars. Temperatures will be going down, still clinging to 22 in Watersmeet, but only 19 from Ironwood to Ashland, and down to 18 in Hayward, 14 Solon Springs, and 11 in Superior. Well, let's drop that to 9 for Moose Lake. Only 1 right now, Hibbing, 0 and 4. Already below 0 International Falls. Tomorrow morning should be around 10 to 20 below for Minnesotans, about 0 to 12 below for Wisconsin and the UP, but only for a day. By Friday, we start to warm up, cloud up, and snow chances go back up as well. Totals will be up there, too, more than we got today, and I'll show you the latest chart on that in just a little bit. But the low pressure system working through is bringing some fairly vigorous snows earlier today, starting to wrap up all across the region from Minnesota into Wisconsin and the UP as well. So the snow of right now gives way to the cold of tomorrow as the Arctic high takes over, brings in plenty of sunshine, but highs tomorrow have a hard time getting to about 0. Then, like I mentioned, we get away from Thursday and into Friday, and a pair of low-pressure systems, a pretty decent one coming ashore in the Pacific Northwest in conjunction perhaps with the Colorado low brewing to our south, will bring us upwards of a 90% snow chance for Friday evening and a good portion of Saturday. And right now the latest estimates are at least 6 inches for much of the area. Up towards International Falls, maybe not that much, but the range of 6 to 9 seems doable here through Saturday evening. So fire up those snow blowers and keep them warmed up. Tonight, stay warm as well. Actual air temps anywhere from 10 to 20 below in Minnesota. Clearing and cooling in Wisconsin and Michigan. About 1 below to 12 below there. Clearing and cooling as well. And then sunny tomorrow. Wisconsin, Michigan high temps 3 to 6 above or 2 to 6 above. Pretty chilly. Minnesota high temps 2 below towards the border. Maybe 5 by the lake. Fairly chilly, yes, but then it gets warmer. It gets warmer by Friday, and there comes that 90% chance of snow, 80% chance for the follow-up on Saturday. By the time we get into Sunday morning, we may have 6 to 9 more inches of snow to shovel. Shaking up the camera out there. It's so excited and scared of this snow here. Then once we get rid of the snow, by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, another Arctic outbreak with highs in the single digits and low temperatures below 0. I guess it's because it's January. There's my theory on that.
I think that's a pretty good theory.
Yeah. I think it's windy out there.
Yeah,
based on that camera.
I think the wind is already kicking up, and it's time to change cameras for the 10 o'clock show here tonight.
Good plan.
Thanks, Dave. Some good news for Duluth headed into this year's legislative session in Minnesota. The city's request for $13.5 million to repair its coastline made the governor's latest bonding proposal. Governor Tim Walz made that announcement this morning, saying his team chose the projects based on each community's needs.
This is the plan that Minnesotans asked for. This is a plan that Minnesotans want. And this is a plan through good fiscal management that Minnesota is in a position to be able to deliver on.
If approved, the funding would be used to repair Duluth's Brighton Beach, Lake Walk, and the seawall area behind the deck, among other projects. We'll hear from city leaders on this new development coming up tonight at 10.
All right, Kelly joins us now for a little tease at what's coming up in sports.
A little bit of hockey this weekend. It's back to work for both UMD men and women this weekend. The women get ready to play a team that they just played. We'll have more on that next in sports.
Save up to 40% in any in-stock Winter Columbia and the North Face at Northwest Outlet.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota, home of the largest selection of SUVs in the Northland. Visit KohlerToyota.com for 50th anniversary specials.
The modern farmhouse look is here to stay, and we have it for less at Slumberland Furniture. And this Saturday through Monday, get $100 off your purchase of $5.99 or more, or get $49 off your purchase of $99 or more at Slumberland Furniture.
Last summer, my hernia started hurting, so I decided that I needed to get something fixed. Well, it's made me feel a lot more confident dealing with patients and keeping patients safe.
Kelly Culver, a certified nurse practitioner, brings 6 years of experience and is taking appointments now.
It's the extreme deal of the day. Call now and get fast internet for less than $20 a month. If you ever thought about switching internet providers, the time to do it is now. For a limited time, you can get Access Internet 60 with speeds up to 60 meg and in-home Wi-Fi for only $19.99 a month for 1 year. Plus, there's no contract to sign. This is your chance to get real high-speed internet without the high price. Call 855-330-4175 today.
Celebrating over 80 years of fun, it's the last Skiing and Finish Sliding Festival at Loon Lake Community Center in Palo, Minnesota. It all begins Friday, January 31st at 6:30 p.m. with the Queen Coronation and continues Saturday, February 1st with the Crope Soup Breakfast and basketball, followed by a last Skiing and dinner at noon, sliding, free dog sled rides, carriage rides, and more. The fun continues Sunday, February 2nd with the Ecumenical Church Service, followed by more fun and entertainment with live music from Monroe Crossing starting at 1:30. The last Skiing and Sliding Festival at Loon Lake Community Center in Palo, Minnesota.
America isn't just sick of Donald Trump. America's getting sicker. There are 1 million more uninsured Americans every year under Trump, and he's repeatedly tried to repeal Obamacare. Mike Bloomberg will make sure everyone without health coverage can get it, and everyone who likes theirs keep it, while capping fees to lower costs. As mayor, he helped expand coverage to 700,000 more people and champion women's reproductive health. As president, he'll give access to everyone.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
America's Most Watched Network. Tonight, starting at 7, only on CBS3 Duluth. Then, stay tuned for CBS3 News at 10.
At Miller Hill Subaru, we believe in the mission of saving homeless pets and placing as many as possible in loving homes. Nearly 800 pets have been given a second chance through the Subaru Love a Pet adoption event in the past 12 years. We sponsor rescue groups near and far who share in this mission. And it's clear our amazing community supports adoption, welcoming these deserving pets to their forever homes. This is what collaboration and commitment to our community means to us.
The modern farmhouse look is here to stay, and we have it for less at Slumberland Furniture. And this Saturday through Monday, get $100 off your purchase of $5.99 or more, or get $49 off your purchase of $99 or more at Slumberland Furniture.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
If you stayed with us on Saturday night till the final shootout, it was probably a later night than you were expecting, but that's what it took for UMD in their battle against NCHC opponent Western Michigan over at Amsoil Arena, and it may not have gone completely their way. Western took the extra point with the shootout win, but on the weekend as a whole, UMD does take 4 points in the NCHC race, which they currently sit in third in, with the tie on Saturday and the win on Friday. And if Saturday's game taught us anything, it reminded us of how battle-tested the Bulldogs are, especially in third period situations. The Bulldogs scored 2 unanswered goals in order to tie it and send it to the shootout.
One of two ways, right? Now, I didn't expect to come out and not get a shot in the first 8 or 9 minutes, but when we finally did, it was something that we talked about getting bodies there. And sometimes this group seems to really, when you get a timely goal, and then maybe things are a little flat, it really picks this group up. Good third period in that sense where, again, this group never quit.
We can build off our momentum pretty easily. I think we all had a belief going into that third period, even though we were down a couple goals, that we were still in the game. I mean, that's 20 minutes, it's a long time, and it's a couple shots. The night before, we scored 3 in the third, so we knew that our whole room was confident that we could come back. So when we scored that second goal, we kind of finally got that little bounce back, and we finally got our swagger back a little bit, and then we kind of ran with it.
The UMD men meet an unranked St. Cloud State team and their former assistant coach, Brett Larson, this Friday and Saturday in St. Cloud. Both games are on Fox Sports North. As for the UMD women's team, it's back to playing in the toughest conference in all of college hockey. A senior captain, Sydney Brott, said that Minnesota Cup victory may have felt good and all, but it doesn't do anything when it comes to racking in league points. The Bulldogs took away the 2-0 shutout victory over Bemidji State in the Cup championship just 2 weeks ago. But this weekend's series against the Beavers again means a whole lot more. The Dogs meet BSU for the second time in 2 weeks. Another stellar all-around performance from the team, the Bulldogs that is, 2 weeks ago.
One, goaltending was awesome from our end. Secondly, I thought we played a good 200-foot game where we got some goal scoring and we didn't give up the lead. We didn't let anyone, get not even a goal go in. So, and the special teams game, right? Scoring a power play goal and not giving up any on the kill. I think it's a huge weekend. I think it's a huge opportunity for us to make some strides and make a statement for what kind of run we want to make in 2020 here.
That's a big thing, the points. It felt good to win that game and win a tournament in our home rank. That was super fun, but this series is a lot more important than that. So I think we've really keyed in on things we need to get better at, and I don't think we played our best game at all, and I think we have more to give against them this weekend.
The Dogs welcome in Bemidji State this Friday and Saturday to Amsoil Arena. Puck drop both nights is at 7:07 p.m. And I do want to remind everyone that as a programming note, no UMD games are on My 9 this weekend. The men are on the road. I also want to give a note, if you're traveling to St. Cloud, the roads looking like they're going to be terrible, so take that slow. But if you're staying back, head to Amsoil and see this series because it's going to be a good one. They just welcomed in Bemidji State and got a 2-0 shutout 2 weeks ago. Bemidji got a win over one of the best teams in the entire country this past weekend over Wisconsin, so they're feeling pretty good. UMD's feeling pretty good. Get to Amsoil Friday or Saturday or both games and take in some quality college hockey.
All right.
And if you can't, we'll have coverage, right?
If you can't, we will have highlights both Friday and Saturday in our CBS.
Or follow Kelly on Twitter. She's fun on Twitter.
I am pretty darn
You're always
fun.
keeping people up to date.
At Kelly Hinsa on Twitter. Thanks.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
You're welcome. Thanks, Kelly. Well, the last two ships of the season are set to arrive in the Twin Ports tomorrow. Officials say the American Spirit will roll into the port around 10 in the morning. Burns Harbor will arrive around noon. 6 ships will be wintering in the port, and some will be getting repairs. Shipping season picks back up on March 25th.
And Dave, it's going to be a pretty cold arrival for them in the morning, huh?
Yeah, but if you're an ice angler, we'll be building ice.
Yeah.
So it's a mixed bag as usual as far as the weather goes. Wind chill factor tonight to watch out for. Actual air temps could be as cold as 20 below. Winds up towards 20 miles per hour means it'll be feeling like 30 below around the area. Looks like the UP is off the hook for the wind chill factor, but stay bundled up there just to be safe because it'll be nippy there as well. Our extended forecast talks about things starting off cold tomorrow, sunny and cold, high of 1 above, and then warmer and cloudier and snowier for Friday and Saturday. That could be the biggest of the 3 systems we've dealt with snow-wise this week. Latest charts indicate 6 to 9 for most towns for the weekend. As usual, though, keep an eye on the CBSI, and we'll keep you informed of any changes.
Yeah. Take it safe out there. Thanks
We'll see you at 10.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you